Is it true that setting up a trust can avoid the hassle of probate? Hi, I'm attorney Paul Delary, and I'm going to answer that question in 3 simple, fast steps. So let's unlock the truth together. Step number 1, let's discuss what probate is and why you should avoid it. Probate is a legal process to settle your estate after you pass away. It can be time-consuming, costly, and public, and many people want to avoid this process to make things easier for their loved ones. But how? That's where step number 2 comes in. Okay? Let's talk about what a trust is. Step 2. A trust is like a legal treasure chest that holds your assets. There are many types, but they all serve to manage and protect your assets. Now, the key player here is what's called a revocable living trust. Some people just call it a revocable trust or a living trust. There's a subtle difference we don't need to get into. Basically, it's the same thing. Okay? It allows you to control your assets while you're alive and seamlessly transfer them after your passing without needing probate. But does it automatically avoid probate? Step number 3. Next, you need to understand the relationship between trusts and probate. Now, a properly set up and properly funded revocable living trust, or for that matter, any trust, does avoid probate. It does bypass probate. The assets in the trust are transferred directly to the beneficiaries, or according to the trust, okay, under the terms of the trust. I say directly. I mean, it might say that the assets are held for, for the lifetime of someone, and for example, if there's an incapacitated or a beneficiary who can't manage the money, then it can be held for their benefit. So it doesn't automatically transfer it, but it's whatever the trust says. That's how things are transferred. Okay? And this is important. Any assets not in the trust at the time of your passing can still go through probate. So that's why proper funding of your trust is as critical as its creation. And before we wrap up, it's important to address a key question. Can a trust still, even if it's properly drafted, properly funded, can it still end up in probate or litigation? The answer, unfortunately, is yes. Even with a trust in place, certain circumstances can lead to legal disputes. First, there might be allegations of undue influence or financial exploitation. If someone believes the trust was created or altered under pressure or manipulation, they might challenge its validity. And it's a serious accusation that can bring a trust under judicial scrutiny. Next, there could be an allegation of breach of fiduciary duty by the trustee. Okay, again, the trust is properly set up, funded, everything, but now the trustee is mismanaging things. Okay, trusts are bound by law. Trustees, I should say, are bound by law to act in the best interests of the beneficiaries. Mismanagement of assets or personal gain at the expense of the trust can lead to disputes. Now, wording in the trust document can also be a source of contention. There can be ambiguities or contradictions in how the trust instructions are written, and that can fuel disagreements among beneficiaries about the grantor's true intentions. Heck, we have a situation right now where there is a special needs trust created for someone who doesn't have special needs. And now the grantor may have had the best of intentions in mind, but because it wasn't really clear, she wasn't really clear when she created this trust, it's going to be in court very soon because we're bringing it in court. Because that part of it wasn't clear. I mean, if the beneficiary didn't have a special need, then the grantor, or the person writing the trust, should have said, well, we know he doesn't have a special need, but we still want to hold it in trust. And, the wording should have been different. Anyway, there's ambiguities, and again, that's ending up in probate court. And then, well, here's another example. What if the trust document's lost? It might sound rare, but without physical evidence of the trust's terms, without the piece of paper proving the existence and the terms of the trust, that can be challenging. I'm dealing with this exact situation as we speak, and I actually just did another video about that. So The question again, does a trust avoid probate? Yes, it can, with careful planning and execution. I'm attorney Paul DeLaury, and if navigating these waters seems daunting, you're not alone. Our team is dedicated to guiding you through setting up a trust correctly, ensuring your wishes are honored without the burden of probate on your loved ones. And are you ready to take the next step, or do you have questions? Well, visit our website linked below for more information, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with anyone who might find it helpful, okay? Together we can ensure your estate plan or your loved one's estate plan is solid, secure, and simple. Thanks for watching.